We wanted to bring you a midweek update of where we were. We were telling you that we saw some dark pools that were going to bring us up to 666. We, in fact, hit that. We overextended a little bit. Our guys got some great AI, both calls and some shorts that they took. I will post those in a video later. We just want to bring you kind of some updates of where we are with all our dark pools and all our triggers. So as we had said before, that there was no dark pool higher than the original 672 or so. Right here, when we saw resistance, we took an amazing short that we had discussed, came down to our target was 657. My stop ran here a little bit, and then it took additional on this bounce on the 659 and then the rejection. And then at 657, we basically were out and rolling stops. But dark pools were coming in, the buyers were stepping in down here. So what do? We take our long once we get the first defense. Now, on this first green candle, I don't take my long. I took my long here on the second one. I wait, right? I know it's a red candle, but I'm under the 10 SMA. My AI is triggering up. And what happened over the 10 SMA? We were long, we gapped up, and we stay long. And what do? As long as the market is saying that we're going up, I continue adding long. So once we hit the 660 area, I'm already running stop losses around the 10 SMA. 664 ran my first stop. Once we ran under the 10 SMA again, we gapped down. We saw a little bit of a gap, but I had told everybody the AI was firing that we were going to squeeze. So what do? Again, I scale in a little bit here on this candle at around 657, which was the original target low, right? So anything under 657 is sort of oversold, even though there is a daily support at 642, but we could hit that at any time. Once the AI trigger tells me the low, I start taking long. So I scale long here, I scale long here, and I scale long here very, 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 very slowly. And then you leave yourself some cash because you don't know if it can go lower, right? And you got to have a smart stop loss. If we would have broken too far low, I would have let the trade go. But the AI has been fantastic. Bam. Once this candle come up with a 10 SMA, and I had said the trigger was saying 666. And what happened? We hit 666 overnight, which means we were going to hit it during the day again anyways, right? So the market was going to come down, get some liquidity. We overshot it. And frankly, I had no trades. The only thing that we had was once we hit the 670, our AI trigger said, hey, we had to come back to around 660 to get some support. Some of the guys took some shorts in the Discord. And then when I said, hey, 659, the AI was triggering again for long. Back to this time to 667 is our next trigger up. Even though we do have this one here and it's 675, we have no idea when that's going to hit. Presumably, it could hit whenever the market wants. So we buy dips carefully. We short when the AI makes sense, but knowing that we're going to go higher. So at the 659, we were long, back to 666. Now, if the market decides to go lower, my stop loss will probably run in the morning. As of this recording, we're under the 10 SMA, so I'll probably stop out of a few. But I always keep a core because let's just say 665 breaks down. I know that I have an AI trigger down here at 659. So anything under that, I'm watching for either a breakdown and then I just let it go and then re-engage. Or if 659 goes under, holds again, bam, I'm taking my longs again to 667 area, maybe an overshoot because I know that 675 is up there waiting for me. Now, there's two things it could be. This could be a head and shoulder on the 15 minutes, which is very bearish, which would make this invalid. And then we would break down. If we break down under 659 and that turns into resistance, we're coming back to 653, possibly the 646 or the 642, which is on the daily is a support. But I'm not here to presume. If the market goes under, I look for my entry and I take a smart short. But for right now, the AI is triggering us going to 667 plus, and I know I have a dark pool at 675. So anytime I get a strong support or anything under the 10 SMA that holds, I go long. But if you took the long when we had said that the 666 was coming in, congratulations. If you took the short when we were overbought at the 666 and you saw the breakdown of the 10 SMA, that's a clean short right here, right? If we go over, and obviously I have to give our Discord members first dibs on our information, but if you follow along and you're listening to us, for those of you who can't see the screen, when we say 666 and you see something break down in lieu of Again, the 675 that's waiting for us up here. If the 10 SMA breaks down, you're short. Just short and then run your stop loss to the first dark pool, right? 665, 664 area, 662. Just run your stop. Don't presume that we're going to bounce. Don't presume that we're going to fall. Once you get that green candle and you get stopped out, let it stop you out. Because if we go up again and we reject, then you can take an additional short, because we are currently on a downtrend. On the daily, it looks like a bear flag. Bear flags may or may not play out. We'll have more information if the BLS decides to do some sort of job report later, or we get the CPI next week. Who knows? We'll see when some of the data starts coming in. If, like I said, if it's under 3%, it's cooked, and the BLS will be basically will be unusable. But we don't use that. We use our dark pools and we use our AI trigger. So comment below if you want any particular ticker, or if you want to join our Discord. The link is in the description below.